was lost in misery. The only good I've got in my...
Hey there, how's it going this week? Good to see you guys. I spent the last week in Punta Cana in Dominican Republic, and so I had a little vacation. As you can see, I got a little bit of sun, but some of you have been outside, I think probably more than me, so you're rocking a little better tan than I. But today, I'm here in front of our big screen TV here in the youth room. And when I was a kid growing up, we had the big, two TVs you guys have probably seen before. They weren't all flat screens like this. And my family was cheap. We didn't have cable. And so we had the rabbit ear antennas. And it was interesting because sometimes you'd turn on the channel or you'd change the channel and stuff, and the channel would be coming in kind of fuzzy. And so you had to like kind of mess with the antennas and play with the display, or sometimes if you'd like hold on to it in just the right position, someone would say, well, just stay there, so you could watch, they could watch their program and stuff. And so, but when I think of that, and I think of the TV, I think of things being displayed in our life. Obviously, big screen TVs nowadays, but a lot of you guys have cable or satellite TV, or you're watching stuff on your computer. That stuff doesn't get staticky. It doesn't get snowed out like we had growing up. And when we look this week in John chapter 9, Jesus is talking about, Paul is talking to this blind man. And Paul says this, and they're asking him, did this guy sin, or did his parents sin? Is this why this guy is blind? And Paul says, absolutely not. He says that this guy's blind so that the work of God can be displayed. And my question for you today is, and this week to think about, and as you read chapter 9, is what's going on in your life right now? As I work with youth and I get to know you guys, I know your lives aren't perfect. And some of you guys, I think, act like your lives are perfect, but we all know the truth. They're not. And there's something going on in your life that's not going well. And I believe that I don't think God's intentionally making you suffer through that, but through that, God, His work is gonna be displayed through that. And you can look back, maybe immediately, but maybe even years down the road, look back and say, that's the work of God being displayed, and it was being displayed in my life, and I can see how God worked in that. And so, something for you to think about this week. I would love to hear what you have to say about John chapter 9, and so I'd love to hear from you. Send me a text message or Facebook or whatever, that'd be great. For announcements, this Sunday, there is no Sunday school for 7th through 12th grade. We're going to have our National Youth Gathering presentation at Saturday at 5, 8 o'clock at 8, 9:20, and 10:45 on Sunday morning. So please come. A lot of the youth that came on the trip are going to be participating in the service and be there in their shirts from the youth gathering. And then my last announcement is here a little later in August, I'm going to get some information out after I get some dates set. But we'll have a couple pool parties. We'll have one for 5th and 6th grade, and then we'll look to have one for the 7th and 8th grade to kick off Oasis, which is our 1st and 3rd Wednesdays of the month, and that'll begin in September. So a lot of great stuff coming up this weekend, and so hopefully you'll be able to see our presentation. Blessings on your week, and we'll see you next time.